Children, before I continue with the topic sustainability of development, two things I would like to clarify about the classification given by UNDP, that is Human Development Report published by UNDP. It compares the countries based on per capita income, educational level, and the health status of a person in the country. So this is the classification given by UNDP, which gives importance to human development, human resource development also. Now, one more thing I would like to compare, that is the World Bank. The classification is based on only per capita income. But when we take this criteria that is given by UNDP, that is suggested by Human Development Report, it is giving importance to every aspect of human life. It is also telling us that what is happening to each citizens of a country, that is their quality of life, whether the healthcare facilities are available to them or not, whether the educational facilities are provided to them or not. So overall development of a person depends upon all these factors, which is given importance by UNDP. Now we are moving to the next topic, sustainability of development. What is sustainability of development? Sustainability means development in a sustained way. Development should sustain for long period of time. But we have seen this concept is same what you have learned in geography. Sustainable development means that development should be in a judicious, that is use of resources should be in a judicious way, and that is we should not waste resources, and whenever the development is taking place, it should also consider the future need. We should not consume the resources in such a way that the future of the nation will be in great problem. So this is obviously desirable, since the second half of the 20th century a number of scientists have been warning, because there are some renewable resources, there are some non-renewable resources, but renewable resources also takes long time in its formation. So the modern concept of economic development is sustainable development, which give importance to, that is using the resources in a judicious way, and at the same time keeping the resources for our future need. Now here two examples are given in your book that you have to read it in detail, but I am also taking this. One is about the groundwater, and that is giving an example of renewable resource. Children, based on that there are some questions also. Kindly read these two sources. Example. These are the examples being given. Now groundwater is an example of renewable resource. These resources are replenished by nature. So people are using these resources. There is always overuse for agricultural purpose, for industrial purpose. So when our consumption is much more than the rate of replenishable, then it creates a lot of problem. So this leads to overuse of the resources. Now another example I'll take, that non-renewable resources. Now non-renewable resources also, these resources will get exhausted after some years of use. So we have a very fixed stock on earth, so which cannot be replenished. So we have to take care of these resources. So there is need for sustainable development. I hope it is clear to you. Then consequences of environmental degradation do not respect national or state boundaries. This issue is no longer region or nation, because any resource depletion or environmental problem, it is going to engulf the entire nation. So we need to take care of these resources, and we have to focus on the modern concept of economic development, which is called as sustainable development. Thank you.